And they have a very good program up there. In blue, Central with white, and they're coming out right now. So tonight, it is Liberty at home, 1-0 against Central from Fresno on the road. These teams could meet in the playoffs somewhere down the line. Other games tonight throughout the area, By CIF Red is at Centennial. Centennial 0-1, losing big to Mission Viejo last week. Golden Valley is at Garces. Garces has suspended 10 players for the game. We'll see if that has anything to do with their performance tonight. Ridgeview is at Independent, South at Highland. Arvin's at Foothill, Miramonte at North, and Porterville's at West. Stockton on the road at St. Mary's of Stockton. St. Mary's clobbered Manteca East Union last week, 67-13. Tomorrow night, the number one team in the section, one of the top teams in the state, Bakersfield High, they're 1-0. They will take on Cactus of Arizona, and that is in Crespi, Encino tomorrow. In fact, Cactus won their opening game 62-0. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Both teams 1-0. So there you have it. That's going to do it for tonight's PlayOnSports.com pregame show. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a few minutes. Friday Night Football begins next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
And number 6, Josh Medina. For Central, Jay. Tonight's officials, The referee, Baines Banks. Umpire, Danny Harris. Head linesman, Jesse Esparza. Line judge, Rocky O'Neill. Back judge, Randy Marinan. And on the box, Robert Reed.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Bakersfield, California. I'm Mark Heffernan on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Central High Grizzlies from Fresno against the home team, the Liberty High Patriots. Should be an outstanding game. Liberty moving left to right here in the first quarter. Blue jerseys, as I mentioned earlier, silver pants, silver helmets, and of course Grizzlies moving right to left, white, navy blue helmets, and a lot of gold trim, shall I say orange trim in numbers. These two teams are generally two of the top 10 or 15 teams in the section every year. Both like to run the football. Jounty was 200 yards plus last week in a blowout victory over Delano. He had 5 touchdowns. Wilson, 181 yards for Central and 3 touchdowns. And both like to play defense. Defense has dominated last week. We'll see who dominates tonight. Kickoff underway. Central. Well, it goes to the end zone. It's a touchback, and they bring it out to the 20-yard line. First and 10 for Central at their own 20-yard line. Beautiful evening here in northwest Bakersfield. As I look to the full moon in the distance. Been hot during the days, but we had a nice evening last week. And that 35-0 win by Mission Viejo over Centennial in a non-conference game at the Hawk's Nest. Tonight at Preston Memorial Stadium at Liberty. Was a principal here, an outstanding coach at Bakersfield High School. In fact, at one point in the late 80s, his teams won 38 consecutive games, head coach. Flag is down, the pass complete on the far side. A short gain of about 3 yards, but hold everything. Flag down at the 17-yard line.
Tackle made that time by Christian Sinnott. Flag on the play.
Let's see what they call.
Legal procedure.
Legal procedure against Central.
5-yard penalty.
5 yards. Back of their own 15-yard line. Now Central competes in the Tri-River Athletic Conference. Liberty in the Southwest Yosemite League.
First and 15.
First and 15 for the Grizzlies. Remember Wilson with a big game last week. 4-3, that's quite impressive. And then, of course, Liberty pounding Delano 56-7. I think it was 40-something at the half. Man in motion for Central. Ball occurred to the outside. Across the 20 to about the 24-yard line.
Mike Torres on the carry.
Flores on the carry for Central.
Wilson on the carry.
Check that Wilson, who had a big game last week, 19 yards away from 200. And it'll be second down. 2nd and 7 for Central here in the first quarter. Little play action, the pass complete. Receiver could have had a first down, but decided to run backwards inside of 30. Depends on whether they give him his forward progress, but he had the first down.
All 11 men on top.
As a receiver, that's something you catch the ball. You have to move forward when you know that you have about 7 yards for the first down. You don't go backwards in a play like that.
Just short of the first down. 3rd down and less than
We'll have nowhere to go. 3rd and short. As they look to the sidelines. Justin Garza, the head coach for Central. And for Liberty, Tony Mills. Man is in motion. First man through. If across the 30-yard line, should be a first down for Central. Remember the Fresno Grizzlies, the AAA baseball team in Fresno. So you have a couple of teams called Grizzlies up there, Central High and the Fresno Grizzlies. AAA affiliate of the San Francisco Giants. First and 10 for 10 minutes of play here in the first quarter. Liberty, 4-3 defense. Play action, quarterback rolling to his right, and the pass incomplete from behind his receiver. It'll be second down, 2nd and 10.
Darius Green, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10.
Lewis Norris, a quarterback for Central, number 11.
Ball at the 31.
Two receivers wide right, one to the left. 2nd and 10 for Central, just across their own 30-yard line. Liberty on D. The ball carrier cuts to the outside, 5 yards, has a first down and more, dragged down on the far side, close to midfield, first down for Central.
Nick Wilson on the carry.
Wilson,
Tackled by
nice speed to the outside.
Number 16.
Got a first down for the Grizzlies.
Flag on the play.
Once again a flag after the first down run. A little bit of breeze here in northwest Bakersfield. Personal foul against Liberty. They tacked that on after the run. So that's definitely very costly against the Patriots. After the first down run by Wilson, you tack on another 10, 15 yards. And now Central is at the Liberty 40-yard line, 1st and 10. So Wilson. Positive runner for Central. Big for 81 yards. At about 15 there. Man is in motion. He has the ball to the outside, 40-yard line. Slips a little bit. And down to about the 37 on the far side. That's quick. Just in front of the Central sideline. 9:30 to play here in the first quarter. 0-0, but the Grizzlies on the move.
Devin Stevenson on the tackle.
Second down and 7 for Central. Back in the gun. Triplet formation for the Grizzlies. Single running back. Quarterback keeper to the 30. Slices his way to about the 27-yard line. They kind of misdirection and the hesitation. First down for Central as they move deeper into Liberty territory here in the first quarter.
Dan Duran again on the tackle.
Duran on the tackle for Liberty. And we will call it 1st and 10 for Central. Edwin Vasquez with 10 tackles in game 1. Ben Duran had an interception. Ball given to the single running back. Met by a slew of Patriots.
Wilson on the carry.
That's Wilson.
Derek Cross, number 30.
Cross. Nice penetration by the defensive player for Liberty. And he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, 2nd and 10 for Central. 8:10 to play in the first quarter. Gun. Keeper ball to quarterback. Cuts back. Inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Derek Cross on the tackle again.
Cross on the tackle for Liberty, having a nice series here. So Central being very conservative on this opening drive. I think they ran the ball primarily last week. They just dominated Hanford. Defense was very tough. Edwin Vasquez with 10 tackles last week. Cole Hall with 7. Justin Nieto with 7. Austin Osberg with 7. And Duran with interception. The series stands at 1-1. One victory apiece for each school. This could have a lot to do with seeding for the playoffs come November. That's why you want to play a good team in your own division in the section. Officials timeout. 7:53 on the clock here in the first quarter. Central nothing, Liberty nothing. Your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Hey, you found us. We found you. Basically about a few miles away from where we were last week at Centennial. In fact, I was there last night at a Frost-Soft football game. 52 points combined scored in the second half. And 4 touchdowns by running back for Redwood. Frost-Soft game. Quarterback rolling to his right. The pass complete. First down and out of bounds.
Micah Quick on the reception.
He barely got the one off. But it goes for the first down for the Grizzlies. Heading deep into Liberty territory here in the first quarter. Lewis Norris with his quick toss. First and 10. Just inside of 15, man in motion. First man through. Looks like it's Wilson. Kind of spins inside the 10.
Nick Wilson on the carry.
Nick Wilson to about the 9-yard line.
Foul on the tackle.
So Central primarily keeping it on the ground. But they just had that nice pass play for the first down on the rollout by the quarterback as he barely got it off on time. Clock under 7 minutes to play here in the first. And they have definitely controlled the clock. First man through barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Nick Wilson tackled that Cole Harrell.
Cole Harrell with the tackle for Liberty.
On the play.
Third down, 3rd and 5 for Central. If that clock is running in their favor here in the first quarter. One man wide left for Central. A man in motion. Wilson the ball carrier powers his way. Close to the end zone. Inside the 5 to about the 2.
Nick Wilson on the carry, number 22. Ball down at the 3-yard line, first and goal.
It's a nice situation to be in first and goal inside the 3. Man in motion for Central. Wilson again, left side, flags. That could be against Central. Yeah. Illegal procedure against the Grizzlies.
Central.
Definitely a costly penalty when you have it inside the 5-yard line. Now they will bring it out at 5:51 to play here in the first quarter. Liberty faithful, rather quiet here in the first quarter. Nice breeze blowing here in northwest Bakersfield.
First and 8.
QB with shotgun, first and goal. Over the middle, incomplete. Here comes the flag. Could be defensive holding or interference against Liberty. That pass was a little bit high. Double coverage by the Patriots. Yes, defensive interference against Liberty. That should be half the distance to the goal line. So Central has taken this ball and driven it down inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 4. Wilson again. Sidesteps a tackler. Powers his way close to the end zone. The whole teams are getting into it. We'll see where the forward progress is. Grizzlies offensive line trying to push forward. Liberty Pats pushing in the opposite direction. We'll call it second down and goal for Central. QB from again, left side. Touchdown, Central.
Touchdown, number 22, Nick Wilson.
Gave himself a little bit of room there. Nick Wilson, he had 3 scores last week, scores their first touchdown tonight for the Grizzlies. 6-0 Central, 5:04 to play in the first quarter. The PAT attempt coming up for the Central High Grizzlies. Low snap. Beautiful kick, though. It's up and it's good. 7-0 in favor of Central over Liberty at Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High School. 5:04 to play in the first quarter on PlayOnSports.com. Your destination for high school sports. Now we are to the right of the press box here at Liberty High School. So Liberty fans are in front of us. I still think they're being rather quiet, but that's just my impression. It's a nice evening, it's not that hot. Central has brought a small contingent from Fresno for this game. Quite a lengthy drive there as far as controlling the clock. Did what they had to do. Wilson with a touchdown, his 4th of the year. Do you want to watch more like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their events and other activities on the web. For more information, go to PlayOnSports.com/S-P-P. That should be SBP. Kickoff coming up for Central. 7-0 Grizzlies here from Liberty High School in Bakersfield. A nice kickoff. They will bring it back to the 20-yard line. Touchback. It will be 1st and 10 for Liberty at their own 20-yard line.
Patriots out to the 20-yard line.
The Patriots last week had 92 yards passing, 312 yards rushing, a couple of sacks on defense, and 1 interception. Jonathan 23 is their top running back, 5 touchdowns last week. Mariscal 25 plays a lot. Out pattern complete. Across the 25-yard line, Kenny Davis. Kenny with 3 receptions for 90 yards and a score last week. His touchdown came in the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, somebody has lost their GMC key.
He's not built like a wide receiver. He's about 5'8", 190, built more like a running back.
GMC.
For the Patriots, 2nd and a long 2. The receivers wide left. Medina quarterback. Jounted to the outside, puts his head down, fumbles the ball, but it goes out of bounds.
Corbin Jowdy.
That will cost him, though, a couple of yards. That ball squirted loose. It was close to the first down, but the ball went backwards, of course, when he was hit. It'll be 3rd down for Liberty. 3rd and 3. They lost a couple of yards on that play.
2nd and 4. 3rd and 4.
Medina, QB from the gun. Looking left. Pass incomplete. 10 for Mariscal. Overthrew him. It will be 4th down for Liberty. Jonte should have had a first down that run, but he got hit hard and the ball squirted loose and went backwards. So he lost 2. So a very quick 3 and out for Liberty. not good when the defense was on the field for quite an extended time there in the first quarter. Zach Sullivan, the punt for Liberty, number 18, standing on his own 10-yard line. Timeout Central.
Timeout Central.
4:14 in the first quarter. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOn-network. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. That's youtube.com/PlayOn-network. Okay, the fourth down situation coming up for Liberty with 4:14 on the clock here in the first quarter. Sullivan to punt, 7-0 Central, and they will get the ball back. Wilson scoring their touchdown, the guy with 181 yards, Nick Wilson. On his high punt, Sullivan. Fumbled. Liberty falls on it. First down for the Patriots at the 35-yard line in Central territory. The two punt returners for Central didn't seem to have react quite together that time. They were too close together. Didn't seem like they had communication on that play. They fumbled the ball. Try to catch it up in the air with their hands. So a critical mistake against Central gives Liberty the ball at the Grizzlies' 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Medina at QB, working with that short field against Central. 4-man defensive front. Mariscal to the outside, 40, cuts back, 35, not much more besides that. Very quick on defense, Central High School. Anthony, the sophomore, he was brilliant on the junior varsity team last year. Ran quite a bit left to right, but not north to south, as they would say. A late flag, probably personal foul against Central. That's a dead ball foul. That was after the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike, again, tack on some yards there. Defense did a good job holding Mariscal to 1 yard, but it's all for naught.
Okay. Oh, put the sponsor logo on there. PlayOn. Dude, I must have an old instruction.
15 yards against Central. At the ball inside the 20-yard line.
Facebook graphics and stuff. Joe just showed me where those were at. So I'll just have them for next week, I guess. Okay, so just. So I got the sponsor.
First down for Liberty. Receiver street side. Mariscal to the 20-yard line, 15. Look at the cutback. Drives forward to about the 10-yard line. Anthony being very patient on that run. Let the defense flow by him and cut back against the grain. We will see where they specifically mark it. 3:17 on the clock here in the first quarter. Central 7, Liberty nothing. Well, the ball's outside the 10-yard line. 2nd and 1 for Liberty. Medina, triple up formation for Liberty. Looks right. Fires it incomplete to Mariscal. Knocked away. Michael Quick. He's there about a half second before. He's taking it to the house the other direction. That's those dangerous passes, those out patterns. He's kind of kicking back, just waiting for it to come to him. Trying to time it. Did the next best thing, he knocked it away. But if he picks that off, he's going 90 yards. Third and short. Jaunty makes a move in the backfield and drops short. One-on-one tackle. Fourth down for Liberty. I think lost about a half yard, so Jaunty has carried the ball twice in this game for, I'd say, about minus 3.5 yards. And he got a tackle one-on-one. That's unusual for a 200-pound running back. Now they're going for the field goal. 29-yard attempt for Zach Sullivan for Liberty, kicking slightly right to left. Ball is down. Kick is blocked. Caught in the air by Central, the 5-yard line. Return for the 10, 15, 20-yard line. This guy can run. Down the sidelines, 40. Stays on his feet, but out of bounds on the far side. So Central blocks the field goal. Has a nice long return. So Liberty could not take advantage of that turnover on a punt return by Central. They come up with nothing.
What player was it?
Central's players are very difficult to read their numbers because of the light orange on white.
Illegal block in the back against Central.
Illegal block against that return somewhat.
Ball at the 13-yard line.
And they return it past the 30-yard line. Now it's back to about the 13-yard line with the ball on the right hash mark for the Central High Grizzlies.
Gentlemen, there's a GMC pick key and door opener fob up here in the press box. If you're missing your GMC key,
One receiver wide left for Central. Pass far side complete. A little short toss. Yeah, there isn't much there. As we get up to the 19-yard.
Receiver Michael Quick.
Michael Quick, who plays defense and receiver on offense. On the reception from Norris, number 11, the quarterback. Norris from the gun. Gives the ball to the first man through. And that's a first down to the 35 for Central. Mr. Wilson, Nick Wilson.
First down Central.
Nick Wilson, number 22 for the Grizzlies. First and 10 for Central. Across the 30-yard line to about the 33. 1:03 to play in the first quarter. Central 7, Liberty nothing. From Liberty High School. Preston Memorial Stadium, Northwest Bakersfield. Play action, quarterback rolling to his right. And a pass complete on the far side. Grizzly bench. Nice toss, looking left, coming back right.
Pass complete to the
second and short for Central. Second and 2. Wilson has a first down to midfield. Barrels his way up there. Another first lining down here in the first quarter. Close to midfield. Now here comes a late flag. Another dead ball flag. A lot of talking going on after the whistle tonight. Doesn't really help you too much during the game when you talk after the play for either team. Personal foul. Liberty. Liberty's had a couple of personal fouls in the game. Central's had one. I'm not sure what the problem is, but more after the play. It doesn't help you when you're down 7-0. You give a team at your 35-yard line the first quarter. Have to show poise out there on the field. As number 10, the quarterback for Central. You can't give a good team breaks like that, whether it's turnovers or personal fouls. Can't shorten the field. Man in motion for Central. Second man through. 30-yard line, 25, and out of bounds. Four seconds on the clock. And Central on the move again. They have dominated this first quarter at Liberty, 7-0. They've had a little bit of help, but that's football. This will be the final play of the first quarter from Preston Memorial Stadium. Easy against a very average team, Delano, last week, winning 56-7, but tonight's a different story. They're playing one of the top teams in the section. There is definitely a gap in those two particular teams. Delano here. Wilson again. Inside the 20, powers his way inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line.
Nick Wilson.
After it is Central High 7, Liberty nothing. On your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. And Wilson with 103 touchdowns. He's running through the Liberty defense, but like I talk about the talking after the plays, it doesn't do you any good. You have to play football before the whistle. And since that personal foul against Liberty, they haven't done much in the last 3 plays. It doesn't really make any difference what kind of foul it is. You got to come out and play football. They've had the ball 7 plays on offense, so you don't want a team coming into your stadium and dominating you early.
We thank Packer Services Incorporated for their sponsorship. Once again, football.
Central is one of the top 5 teams in the section. Last year, they were 1 or 2 early. They got knocked off a couple of times in a 3-week period by some good teams in the track, the Tri-River Athletic Conference. Clovis, Buchanan, etc. Now Clovis North is moving to that league. So they're not going to give you breaks in a game like this. Pretty much will have to earn your scores, and you can't give gifts to the other team. So you have to decide what you want to do. Hit in the backfield. Drop him to the 17-yard line. Nice penetration by Liberty that time.
Tackled that time by Austin Asbury.
Austin Asbury had a nice game last week against Delano. 7 tackles against the Tigers. Last year's game against Delano went down to the wire here at Liberty High School. They must have lost some players from the 2011 team. Menez at QB, number 10 for Central. We will call it 2nd and 14. Man is in motion. Going backwards, 20, 18, driven out of bounds. That play didn't fool anybody. I would have continued to run the ball up the middle if I was Central. Doing some semi-flea flickers and it's not working. Not being executed very well. Carrier screen wide left for Central. Quick. Well, the ball carrier for Central. Menez, a QB from the gun. Looks over the middle, the pass complete. Number 4 cut. Down to about the 12.
Pass complete to Micaiah Quick.
Micaiah Quick. Heard his name a few times tonight. Micaiah Quick, defensive back for Central. A short gain. We'll call it 4th and 9 for Central.
4th and 9.
At the Liberty 12-yard line. The ball's right in the middle of the field. They're going to try a field goal from about the same location as Liberty tried it. From the 19-yard line, a 29-yarder. As they tried to add to the score. It's kind of scuffed, but it's good. was over the upright. Central High 10, Liberty nothing here, 9:37 to play in the second quarter. That was not a beautiful kick, but it was successful nonetheless as it got over the upright. A 29-yard field goal, good. Remember, Liberty tried theirs. It was blocked and returned to about the 40, then brought back. A fumble punt return by Central at their own 30-yard line. So we stand at 10-0. So Liberty hasn't done much offensively in this game. They haven't been on the field that much. Now it's time to get it going. Corbin Johnson last week, over 200 yards, 5 touchdowns. Today about -3 attempts. So he has to get going. What a difference a week makes. I think last week they led Delana 44-0 at the half. Central moving left to right here in the second quarter. A nice high kick. Turn up the middle. 20-yard line, 25. And down at the 27-yard line. Cole Harrell on the return for Liberty, number 32, the Patriots.
27-yard line. First and 10 Patriots.
The Patriots first and 10-0. Mariscal in motion. Jimenez gives the ball up the middle.
Jounty on the carry.
Jounty powers his way.
2nd and 3.
34-yard line, call it 2nd and 3. So a positive run by him with 9:07 to play in the second quarter. Corbin Jounty, number 23, lining up about 3 yards behind the center. Has the ball again. Bounce to the outside. Pulls his way forward. Close to that first down marker. Which is 37. First down for Liberty. So the Patriots need to move the ball downfield and hopefully put up some points. Medina, number 6, behind center. Jounty again. He's going to pass. It is complete. Nice catch in front of the Central bench. Gained 6-7 yards or so. Davis with the reception. Good hands on the far side. Nice fake to Jounty. Going left, the pass flowing to the right by Medina.
2nd and 6.
Second and a long 6 for Liberty. With the ball on the right hash mark here in the second quarter from Preston Memorial Stadium at Liberty High School. Davis wide right. Mariscal in motion. Medina sets up Mariscal. Little screen. Does a cut back against the grain, and Grizzlies smell that play out. They surrounded him. They knew what was coming.
Loss of about 5 on the play.
And they saw that screen coming all the way. Big loss, too. 2nd and 6 to 3rd and about 13. 3rd and 14. Huge play for Central. Now it's definitely a passing situation for Liberty. If they try a draw. Maitia, wide left, Frankie Maitia. Here come the flags. Offsides against Central. Tack on about 5 yards.
Encroachment.
We'll call it 3rd and 8 for Liberty.
Against
at their own 39-yard line. 10-0 in favor of the Grizzlies over the Patriots.
39 yards.
Frankie Montia wide left for the Patriots. Medina from the shotgun, looking right, sets up. Here comes the pressure. Rolling takeoff, 40-yard line, 45, hit and dropped. And close to a first down. Goes Medina, number 6. Nice decision by him. Davis says it is a first down. 4th and about a yard. So it wasn't a great spot by the officials as far as Liberty is concerned. 7:05 to play in the second quarter. 10-0 in favor of Central. Medina, the junior quarterback, getting the call from Coach Tony Mills. Tony was quite a quarterback at Taft High School. Very fast, could throw on the run, excellent athlete. Son of Pat Mills. Timeout. Central trying to get set on defense on this 4th and 1 situation, 6:40 to play. Your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also a place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports live here. A very critical play for Liberty coming up. Fourth and a yard, down 10-0. And they don't want to get the ball back. Keep it going. Should they go for it? Should they punt? That's the decision to be made. Well, Medina try to execute a long count and draw Central offsides, which has happened once in this drive. Davis wide right. Maitia wide left for Liberty. The ball on the right hash mark. Mariscal in motion. So they did. Central, that was the idea. Well, Mariscal 25 in motion, moving left to right. 5 yards against Central will give Liberty a first down. So Central aiding Liberty in their pursuit of a first down. And the Patriots are in Central territory at the 48-yard line. 6:40 to play in the second quarter, 10-0 in favor of the Grizzlies. Maitia to the side in the slot, Mariscal. Davis Jounty back there with Medina. 4-man defensive front for Central. Jounty to the outside midfield 50. 45, hit, pushed out of bounds. There's a flag at the 48-yard line in Central territory. Might be a hold against Liberty. Holding against Liberty. So they pick up the first down, and then on the first Jounty, we have a hold, which usually happens on wide sweeps left to right. That will bring it back to their own 42-yard line. First and long for Liberty at their own 42. They've had trouble getting. Maitia wide left. He's thinking, are they going to throw me a slant? Mariscal in motion. Might have had a couple of guys in motion at the same time for Liberty. Look right from the very start. Illegal procedure against the Patriots. So back-to-back penalties.
Procedure against the Patriots, 5-yard penalty.
Against Delano, it was a cakewalk, and tonight a totally different story. This looks like more like their first game instead of their second game of the year. Kind of mental mistakes, they're out of sync. First down and 25. Inside handoff goes nowhere, but backwards about 2 or 3 yards. So Central has Liberty scouted very well. Picked up an attempted screen by Mariscal. Pretty much have stopped the running game. And we'll call it 2nd and 27 for the Patriots.
2nd and 27 for the Patriots.
That is long. Bakersfield, slot left. Montiel wide left. Medina looking right, sets up. The pass complete to the 40-yard line. That's it. 3 Grizzlies making the tackle. They rushed to the football very well. Very short gain. 3rd down from their own 40-yard line. 5:37 to play in the second quarter. Third and 21, I would say.
3rd and 22.
Timeout Grizzlies.
Central.
5:14 to play in the first half. A very sluggish Liberty team tonight. They're down 10-0 to Central. A lot of penalties in the first half. Personal fouls. Have a hold on the run by Jounty. Illegal procedure. Had a field goal blocked and returned by Central. That was set up by a fumble punt return by Central. Liberty had the ball at the Grizzlies' 35-yard line, but haven't done much offensively. I believe they need to pass upfield a little bit. Doing a lot of short 7, 8-yard passes. The running game is not working yet. Extend the field, as I would say. Extend it. The vertical pass.
We are especially heavy-hearted tonight, as we say.
At this point, I would say a little bit too conservative.
Roughly 10 years, Bob Edelman is not up here in the press box. Bob passed away about a month ago. My friend, wonderful math teacher.
Hank Carker, Jounty, to the 40-yard line, dragged down to 45. He cannot get away here. The Central Grizzlies defense, they had about a jersey the whole time. 4th for Liberty. Fourth and 17, 4th and a long 16. .445 to play in the second quarter. The Patriots to punt their own 31-yard line. Zach Sullivan. Nice line drive snap. An over-end kick. Liberal down at LHS at the Central 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. 10-0 Central. A very quiet Liberty crowd. They've been quiet from the outset tonight. Beating Delano on the road and not looking very sharp tonight. Of a 10-0 deficit here in the second quarter. Not so much physical mistakes, but mental mistakes. So for them, it looks more like the first game of the year. But the quality of opponent is quite a bit different than last week. And that makes a difference. Bad snap. Picked up in the backfield for Central. Running back gets away and gains some yards.
Nick Wilson on the carry, pickup of 9.
More number 2 of the for Central. They fumble the snap to pick up 9 yards. 2nd and long 1 for the Grizzlies. Receiver in motion. Quarterback keeper to the outside, 35 hit and drop instead of forward. Loses yards. Phil Harrell, the nice tackle for Liberty, number 32. We'll call it 3rd and 3 for Central. 3:15 to play in the first half. 10-0 Central. Jamal, the first man through. Across the 35 and dragged. That will be close to a first down for the Grizzlies. Looking for that chain gang to come out for measurement. I love it. First down for Central.
First down, Central.
At the 35-yard line. So the Grizzlies have dominated this first half and control the clock, keeping the ball away from Liberty. And the defense has been up to the task, stopping the Lib running game, holding and check the pass. The quarterback rolls to his left. Full opening, cuts back. 45, stays on his feet. First down to about the 48.
Okay, Moore.
Nifty runner, Moore, number 2. The new quarterback for Central. A clock running here in the second quarter. 2:30 to play, 10-0 Central. First down on 48-yard line with the ball on the left hash mark. As Moore looks to the sidelines for the play. He has the receiver wide left on the far side. The officials are blowing their whistles again. Timeout, Liberty.
Timeout, Patriots.
This is an extremely quiet crowd for a Friday night football. 2:15 to play in the first half, 10-0. They need some excitement in the air, that's for sure. Liberty needs to come up with a big play. Tea party. Full moon in the distance. Beautiful evening here at Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High. Not far from where we were last week at Centennial High. The Golden Hawks lost to Mission Viejo 35-0. The Diablos taking it to the G-Hawks last week. Centennial, and they're playing Redwood tonight at the Hawks Nest. Same location, hopefully with a different result. More with a handoff and about a 4-yard gain into Liberty territory at the 46-yard line. Second down and 4 for Central. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. One receiver wide right, the man in the slot. Moore QB. Might be a motion penalty against Central. Illegal procedure against the Grizzlies. 1:43 on the clock. And Grizzlies, that will cost them 5. This game needs to pick it up in the second half. It's been very much out of sync. It doesn't have much of a flow to it. Very dull, in my opinion. 52 points combined in the second half. That was not dull. It was rather mediocre in the first half, but they lit it up in the second. Maybe that will happen tonight. Moore going this way, midfield 50 to the 45, cuts back, slides to about the 43, maybe shy. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown last night. About a 60-yard pass play for a score. That was Centennial, the frost off. One runner for Redwood had a couple of runs over 50 yards. He had 4 touchdowns in the second half. Works of the finest. Not much defense, but great offense. Third and short. Moore bobbles a snap, thrown down. Carl. Is that a nice game for Liberty? Number 32 has come to play tonight. He's had some hits. Done a good job. Sporting a great number, 32.
4th and 13. Play resume.
3rd and 2 in their passing, and the quarterback loses. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Just go for the first down. 49 seconds left in the first half, 10-0 in favor of Central. We'll see what they will do here in the closing moments of the second quarter. Central defeating 4-3. Liberty beating Delana 56-7. Where's the Liberty offense? Where's it been hiding tonight? They had 44 points in the first half. Maybe it came too easily. They had over 300 yards rushing last week, Liberty. 92 passing. Talking rushing, the average of 9.18 per carry. Good job, Joe. John Brandon handling the technical aspects tonight. Beautiful punt by Liberty at their own 15-yard line. Christian Sinich
On the reception
of the reception for the Patriots. It'll be first down for them with 42 seconds left here in the second quarter. And they don't have much to show tonight, down 10-0. But they are still in the ball game. A couple of big plays here and there. In the third quarter, they could be back in it. But they have a lot of talking to do at the halftime. Maitia wide left. Medina behind center. Mariscal in motion. Jante puts his head down and pushed back. A very short gain. He's had trouble getting going against the stout Grizzly defense tonight. Last week against the Tigers. I guess the Tigers are kind of lame compared to the Grizzlies. Difference from 1 week to the Davis wide left. This might be the last play of the first half. Josh Medina. Jante trying to sidestep guys and maybe picks up about a half yard. That's it. Done a great job scouting him. At the half, Liberty nothing. Kind of a surprise to me. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go away. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stags.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the seventh. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations.
Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you live from Martin Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High School. I'm Mark Heffernan. Our halftime score is Central High of Fresno 10, Liberty High of Bakersfield nothing. In 2 games so far, 6 quarters. I broadcast games involving Bakersfield schools where I live. They haven't scored a point. Last week was Mission Viejo 35, Centennial nothing. Tonight, Liberty nothing and Central 10. Pointed by that, but not trying to be too much of a homer, if you know what I mean. But in the first half, Central has an excellent defense. Last week defeating Hanford 44-3. They got after it on D, and so did Liberty against Delano, winning 56-7, but Liberty scored 44 in the first half, and basically their starters played about 3 quarters. Tonight, they have been out of sync against a very good Central team, and defensively doing okay. If Liberty can come up with a couple of big plays in the second half, a big run, big pass back in this game. They're only down 10-0, but it appears like they're not even close. But, you know, as you look at the mannerisms of the players, Carl's had a good game tonight, number 32 for Liberty on defense. Besides that, nobody has done much. They have shut down Corbin Jounty. They run last week, over 200 yards, 5 touchdowns against Delano. Tonight, probably has maybe 20 yards rushing. Seems to be dancing quite a bit in the backfield instead of running in a north-south direction against very fast and big. So not much to say as far as Liberty is concerned, but they're only down by 10 points at the half, and there are 2 quarters to go. And they have to get something going. Sometimes you can't return a kickoff a distance. If it goes to the end zone, you got to bring it back to the situation. But Liberty has gone to the short passing game with a man in motion. They've had a couple of personal fouls at the wrong time. They've had a legal procedure when they had a chance to maybe get a first down. So they've been out of sync in the first 2 quarters. Not that Central has played splendidly good. You know, Liberty had a chance in the first quarter, a muffed punt by Central gave Liberty the ball at the Central 35-yard line. But then a field goal attempt by Sullivan was blocked. That was a 29-yard attempt, and that kind of dispelled Liberty's chance at scoring at least 3 points. But we have a 10-0 game as it stands. Liberty will host Buchanan September 14th, then host Ridgeview September 21st right here. They're at Bakersfield High School on October 5th. BHS playing tomorrow night against Cactus from Arizona, Cactus High from Arizona. That is at Crespi High in Encino, kind of like what you call a California Classic, where you have some of the top teams from California playing Arizona and other states. So BHS, number 1 in the section, playing Cactus High from Arizona tomorrow night. And that is in Encino at Crespi High School. Central right in the top 6 in the section, and Liberty about number 7 coming in tonight. Tell of 2 weeks is Liberty winning last week 56-7, and then playing a much better team this week and being behind 10-0 at the half. So we have to, our Bakersfield schools have to score some points as we head to the second quarter. As I look at some of the other games taking place tonight throughout Bakersfield, Visalia Red was at Centennial High School, a Hawks Nest. We were there last week when the Jayhawks lost to Mission Viejo 35. At Garces suspended 10 players for breaking team rules. Had to do with their win last week against San Luis Obispo High, as Garces came back and won that game 21-20. Ridgeville is at Independence. South is at Highland. Monty at North. And Porterville is at West. Stockdale is playing at St. Mary's of Stockton. St. Mary's clobbered Manteca Eastern Union last week by a score of 67-13. So take a look at some of the rankings in Central Section. They defeated Ventura last week 48-14. It was Clovis who's number 2, defeating a very good Fresno Edison team 27-10. Clovis North at 3rd 1-0 now. They defeated Atascadero, normally a very good program, 41-21. It was Fresno Central. Liberty was playing tonight, 44-3. And then Fresno Bullard, 5th ranked in the section, defeating Paso Robles 33-14. Bullard lost to BHS in the D1 section finals last year. Bakersfield High has won 14 consecutive games, all 13 last game this past week. That will do it for the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Friday Night Football returns in just a few moments as we start the second half right here on Sports, PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stags.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Kuz can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period Dog pile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game, and well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center in their tight wing formation. Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the.
You're watching PlayOnSport.com's presentation of high school football live from Bakersfield, California. I'm Mark Heffernan. The score is Central High of Fresno 10, Liberty High of Bakersfield nothing of action. Liberty High is still in the game tonight. They've been very sluggish and kind of dull on offense, only down by 10 points. Central hasn't necessarily lit up the scoreboard. And a nice run by Wilson off the opening drive in the first quarter. But it's been a very quiet crowd on both sides, which somewhat baffles me. I mean, got to get ready to play. You know, Central every year is one of the top 10, 15 teams in the section and also in Division I. They have a good football program, as does Liberty. Liberty coming off a blowout 7, and they led 44-0 at the half, and I think maybe it was too easy for them last week because it doesn't seem like they really came to play tonight. We'll see what team shows up in the second half. Central has had a nice game. Big victory over Hanford last week, 44-3. Wilson had 181 yards rushing, 3 scores last week for Central. Corbin Jounty for Liberty had about 200 yards and 5 touchdowns. He has off the mark. Defense has been very good for Central. They scouted Liberty extremely well. Seemed like they've known some of the plays before Liberty tries to execute them. That's good coaching during the week. During the week to get ready for the game. You play about 10 games in regular season. Every game is very important. And you have to be ready to play. At least you have to show that you're ready to play. Saying that you are is different than showing it. By both teams, I'd say about 3 dead ball fouls. Doesn't do you any good. Generally, it gives the other team 15 yards in your direction. And what are you doing? I mean, you play the ball in between the whistles. It doesn't impress anybody when you talk after the play. I would say talk after you tackle a guy for a 10-yard loss, but they don't want you to do that in high school. So about 15 seconds before the start of the second half. Let's hope we see some offensive fireworks here in the second half, final 2 quarters. Well, the second game of the year for both teams, both with records of 1 and playing much better opponents this week. Cole Carl's been very good for Liberty in the game in the first half. Nobody's necessarily shined for either team. Well, Wilson's done a good job running for Central. More of a power back. Quick has been good on both sides of the ball for Central. Justin Garza, the head coach for Central. And Tony Mills, the head man for Liberty. So Central moving left to right here in the third quarter at Liberty High School. White uniforms, navy blue helmets, orange numbers, which are very hard. I need binoculars. Liberty dark blue jerseys, silver pants, little blue trim, silver helmets, and blue trim. Look very sharp, a la the New England Patriots. Andrew Castro kicking off for Central. High but short kick. 25, 30, to the 40. Stays on his feet. Carl, close to midfield. The guy I talked about who's been the best player for Liberty in this game. It's a nice return, like a kickoff. They need a big play to get going. And Carl has been splendid on defense. Does it on special teams. First and 10 for the Patriots at their own 48-yard line. Medina, number 6 at QB for Liberty. So they have very good field position. Matia wide left. Slot, Anthony Mariscal. Johnson in the backfield. He has the ball. Midfield 50. 45, cuts back 40. First down and more. There he goes to about the 27-yard line. That's what a kickoff return will get you for Corbin Jounty. That's about a 20-yard pickup, but a flag is down on the far side. And it could be against the Patriots.
Illegal block in the back against the Patriots.
Illegal block in the back.
Back to first and 8, according to Wyatt Wong.
First down for the Patriots at the 48-yard line.
Mr. Wong needs to be a rebel.
And Central territory. Down 10-0. 11:28 to play in the third. Medina, Jounty, midfield. 35, stays on his feet to the 30-yard line. Jounty getting his groove going here in the third. The great running backs get going in the second half. Defense gets tired. Well, Jounty came right back. About 6 feet, 205 pounds, a senior. Over 1,300 yards in rushing last year. Matia wide right for Liberty. Slot right, we have Kenny Davis. Trip right formation. Mariscal closest to the line. Medina to throw. Out of the 25-yard line. He couldn't have thrown it any better.
Anthony Mariscal, the intended receiver.
In other words, he didn't have to make a highlight catch to pull that one in. Outside the 30-yard line for Liberty, third down, second down and 10. Hash mark, triple formation for the Patriots. Medina Jounty in the backfield, Jounty. And then dropped in the backfield. Stopping against this team doesn't do any good. They're very quick.
Jounty for a 1-yard loss.
1 yard loss, very quick to the ball. Had about 3 defenders in the backfield for Liberty. Third and 12. The Patriots have a nice return by Carl. And trying to knock on the door. Slot left, we have Mariscal. Slot right, Davis. Josh Medina, Q. I think it could be against Central. Offsides against the Grizzlies. That will cost them 5. Count by Josh Medina to draw them offsides. They were pinning their ears back and trying to come very quickly Almost like a blitz.
3rd and 7 for the Patriots.
3rd and 7 for Liberty. 2 receivers to each side for Josh Medina and company. He looks left, sets up the throw. Here comes the pressure. Out of the pocket. Fires it. Incomplete. Nice coverage. Davis, the intended receiver. But they flushed Medina out of the pocket. He had to roll to his left and throw back against his body. And it's 4th down for. They just have not had a successful long drive in this game. Look to be going for it at the 20. 4th and a long 7. 9:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. High formation. Jounty at tailback. Medina behind center. Rolling out to his right, Medina. Tosses it, complete it. 1st down on the far side inside the 20-yard line.
Jacob Thomas.
Jake Thomas, number 33, found himself open as he got away from the rush. Nice execution by the Patriots, and they're deeper into Grizzly territory. They try to growl right back. Outside the 15-yard line for the Patriots. The ball on the right hash mark. In the gun, Josh Medina. To his left, Jonty. Triple up formation. Quarterback keeper to the 10-yard line. Driven down at the 4. Nice fake by Josh Medina. On a fake to Jonty going left to right. He went in the other direction. 1st and goal for Liberty. Like I was telling some of my partners at the halftime, Liberty needed a big play to come out in the 3rd. Kickoff return got it going by Carl. This crowd picked it up. Medina. Jonty cuts back. Here comes the flag. As he was driven down to the 4-yard line. Holding against the Pat. Not a good location for holding. One of those wide sweeps left to right. That's what happens so much of the time. 10-0 here at Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High School, with a beautiful track around the football field in northwest Bakersfield.
1st and goal.
Now 1st and goal from the 15. Triple up formation for Liberty. Wide man is Frank Maitia. Jumped to the right of Josh Medina. The ball in the middle of the field. Left of Medina. Medina looking left. Pass complete to Davis. 15 to the 10-yard line. Has a block. Slid out of bounds inside the 10, or around the 10. So it'll be 2nd and goal for Liberty. Medina to Kenny Davis. And like I said, is built more like a halfback than a wide receiver. Short and stocky, number 1.
2nd goal at the 9.
32 to play in the 3rd. 10-0 Central. The Patriots are knocking on the Grizzlies' door. Trying to bust it down. Maitia wide right. Slot. To the left we have Kenny Davis. Medina on the keeper. Cuts back. Doesn't go anywhere. Grizzlies are on his way. Clawing him to the ground. As it goes back to the original line of scrimmage, 9-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and goal for Liberty. Think about Central High. They move very well left to right on defense. Well.
For Central.
$8:19 to play in the 3rd quarter, 10-0 Central. Personal foul against Central. That should be half the distance. Not an appropriate time for a personal foul, that's for sure. Timeout, Central. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for PlayOn Sports School Broadcast. Allow schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/S-B-P Sports Broadcast Program. 10-0 in favor of Central. Here in the third quarter, Liberty knocking on the door. A 3rd and 5. This game has just moved very slowly for some reason. I guess I like games with a lot of big plays and going back and forth. Had a magnificent return for Liberty here in the third quarter to start the second half as they brought it close to midfield. The Giants had some nice runs during this particular drive. They've had also, which has been their bugaboo tonight, was really kill series and kill rallies. Central helping out with a personal foul there. And Liberty inside or right at the 5-yard line, 3rd. Central has blocked Liberty field goal attempt tonight from 29 yards. Central, in fact, had a 29-yard field goal attempt made by Wilson, 10-0. Medina, QB. Play action to throw into the end zone. Incomplete, tipped away. Almost a reception by Davis. Rushed, threw it somewhat behind him. 4th down.
Pass intended for Davis.
Liberty just cannot finish off drives in this game. Haven't done it yet. Like to get at least. In fact, I think they have to get 3 points here. Have to put something on the board. Zach Sullivan to try the field goal. That'll be about a 22-yarder from the 12-yard line, number 19. So a 22-yard attempt by Sullivan. Nice snap. That one through. That's good. Almost goes to the scoreboard. So Liberty gets on the scoreboard. 3 points, down 10 to Central High. And the Bakersfield schools are on the board for this year. 3 points in 6.5 quarters. Man, we have to get it going.
Zach Sullivan with the 3-pointer.
You have a nice snap from center. Yeah, they booted that one right through the upper. Could have been about a 35, 40-yarder. Way to kick that. So 10-3. Liberty back into the game. And now have to play some defense. Down by only 7. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter. Information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/work. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Our destination tonight, Liberty High School, North Preston Memorial Stadium. Sullivan's kick goes into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for Central, thrown 20-yard line. Touchback.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard. Yeah, right. Central.
Central with the football, thrown 20-yard line, leading 10-0. Menez back to quarterback. Fumble. The Patriots have it. They should at the 30-yard line in Central territory. That ball came loose twice. One Patriot had it, dropped it. Another Patriot picked it up. Vasquez with a recovery. Like I said, big play on defense, maybe big play on special teams. They have received them both here in the third. four-quarter game. Medina quarterback. To his right is Corbin Jounty. Looked better here in the third. Trip right formation for the Patriots. And they will probably coach Tony Mills with a timeout. So Sullivan has a 22-yard field goal. And then the fumble recovery by Vasquez. At the Central 30-yard line. So the big play in special teams, a run back by Carl to start the second half, gets him close to midfield. Some fine runs by Boggs down, but you have a nice field goal made by Sullivan. And then a fumble right there on the first play from series for Central in the second half. And recovery for Liberty. A couple of big plays, a very quiet and sluggish first half. And Central's played an okay game tonight. They've had a couple of miscues. Fumble there. They've used a couple of quarterbacks. Defense has been good, but it hasn't been a remarkable performance by them, nonetheless. Both teams, I think, have been a little out of sync. Something to do with your opponent and other things involved. Play action. Medina sets up the throw. Here comes the pressure, and down, 35. He was trying to throw it deep to the end zone out there. The protection broke down very quickly. Loss of about 5 yards to the Central 35 playing here in the third. Grizzlies 10, Patriots 3. Jonathan in the backfield with Medina, trip right formation. Pass complete to Davis. Cuts the outside, 30-yard line. Puts his head forward to about the 27. KD.
Kenny Davis on the reception.
Nice run after the reception. Your slot man lined up wide right. Called third down for Liberty, third and about 7. Central territory at the 27-yard line. Line up on the right hash mark. Triple left formation for Liberty. To this side is Frank Maitia. Keeper, Medina. Tries to slice his way between a couple of defenders for Central. He basically goes down. It'll be fourth down for the Patriots. Probably too far for a field goal.
Deshaun Smallwood on the tackle.
Smallwood just
290.
banged him down to the turf. 290-pounder. So what do they do on fourth down? 4th and 6. It will be about a 45-yard field goal if they tried it. Do they punt? Do they go for it? Probably going for it. So good call. Johnson back there with Medina. Triple left formation. Medina play action. Looking left. Fires it towards the end zone. Mariscal incomplete. 5, and it fell incomplete. Nice defensive coverage by Central.
Anthony Mariscal. Chop block.
Chop block against Liberty. It'll be first down for Central. That will not have counted, nevertheless, if he would have caught the ball. We're at the 5:39 mark here in the third quarter from Liberty High School. Central High 10, Liberty 3. The Grizzlies up to the ball. 2 receivers wide right. As they line up on the left hash. Jimenez, a QB. Looks like the Wilson to the outside, hit and dropped hard across the 30-yard line.
Devin Stevenson on the tackle.
Central High players down at the 24-yard line. A 7-point game here in the third quarter, 10-3. Last week against the Tigers, Liberty had 92 yards passing, and they had over 300 yards rushing. Averaged about 9 yards a carry on the ground. The interception. Vasquez had 10 tackles. Harrell had 7, Nieto 7. Osber 7, and Ben Duran had an interception in that particular ball game. Over to Delano. It was 44-0 early. A very easy win in week 0 for Liberty. Tonight, different story, down 10-3. Looked better coming out and returned by Harrell to start the second half. A couple of runs by Jounty. Drive bogs down. Then they get a 22-yard field goal by Sullivan to get on the scoreboard. But still, they are not executing all the way on the drives. Players up for Central. Williams, the injured player for Central High. At 5-2-1, you know, one of these teams needs to make a big play here. This has not been a game where it's gone back and forth, that's for sure. Menace, number 10 at quarterback for Central. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. A single running back behind him. That's Wilson. To the outside 30 by 2 or 3 Patriots.
Nick Wilson on the carry.
Harrell 32, one of those.
Cole Harrell.
Number 32. Had a fine game for the Patriots. Will name the player of the game, and that individual will come from the winning team. Don't really have anybody at this point. Might be somebody on defense. Third down. Menez to Wilson. Dives forward, has a first down. Close to the 40-yard line in Central Territory. Move the chains. So the Grizzlies in the third quarter. A 10-3 lead, but you really can't sit on a 7-point lead. But they have a lot of confidence in their defense, I'm sure. Menez back in the gun. 2 receivers wide left. They haven't thrown much. Play action. Menez to throw. Up in the air, incomplete to midfield. Here comes a late flag.
Penalty.
A legal receiver down. You don't see that called very often. Might have been a tackle or a lineman that went downfield on the play. So they bring it back inside the 40-yard line. And for Central, they'll be at their own 34 here in the third quarter. 4:20 to play in the third. Central 10, Liberty 3. Menez looking right. Inside screen to the 40-yard line, dragged down. That's Quick, the receiver. Also play. Very short gain.
Cole Harrell on the tackle.
Cole again with the tackle for Liberty. Well, he has been their player of the game. Second down and 9. 2 receivers wide left for Central. Ball to the right hash mark. Menez. The ball off, a gain of about 2 or 3 yards across the 45 for the Grizzlies. Wilson again. He had a huge game last week, and they had a big win over Hanford, 44-3. He had 181 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Jounty had 5 scores against Delano. Jounty looked better on the last drive for Liberty. But for the most part, he's been very quiet in this game. They've kept the ball away from him. Shall I say the Central offense has kept the ball. Long pass for Jimenez, incomplete for Quick. Double covered. A little pop. Let's throw it deep. Incomplete. 4th down. Central. So they throw it up on top, the vertical game. But excellent double coverage by the Liberty DBs.
To support the Liberty football program and the boosters, footballs of the Liberty.
It'll be 4th down for Central. With 3:04 to play here in the 3rd quarter. They're ahead 10-3.
Incorporated, and every single cent of that goes to our football pro support.
Duran back deep for Liberty. Scoops it up inside the 10-yard line and to about the 15. It'll be 1st down, 1st and 10. In their own territory inside the 15 with 2:52 to play in the 3rd.
Christian Sinnott on the return.
Sinnott on the return. 7-point game. But the game has had a very, very slow pace. I see some fans yawning in the stands. Maybe that's why they've been so quiet tonight. They haven't had their energy drinks or tea earlier today. A beautiful evening in northwest Bakersfield, a full moon in the distance. A little breeze blowing, but very pleasant. Dina to Jaunty. Takes himself to about the 17-yard line. Hasn't had a lot of real estate to maneuver in tonight. Central's done a great job of closing him in to the middle, not allowing him to get to the outside, going left or right. And then a couple of his runs on sweeps have been called back due to, so the Liberty offensive line's been responsible for maybe negating about 30 of his yards in this game. Another Grizzly player is down at the 15-yard line. Other games tonight in the area. Visalia Redwoods at Centennial, not too far from here at the Hawks Nest. Golden Valley is at Garces at Sam Tobias Field. Garces playing without 10 players were suspended for breaking team rules. I played with some characters back in my day, but nobody was ever suspended. Ridgeview at Independence, South Highland, Miramonte at North, and Porterville's at West. That could be a pretty good matchup. Porterville's had some fine teams of late, I think playing in Division III in the Central section. Stockdale at St. Mary's of Stockton, always a power in volleyball. St. Mary's last week clobbered Manteca, Eastern Union, 67-13. Stockdale playing the first game of the year. DJ Martin, their outstanding running back, healthy, eligible, 50 yards tonight. Tomorrow night, Bakersfield High, BHS, taking on Cactus High of Arizona. And Encino at Crespi High, part of that classic football. Some of the top teams from California against some major teams from other states. Cactus last week won 62-0. 62 points in their game last week. Amazing. Jaunty across the 25 to the 28. Actually inside the 25, Mariscal. They haven't broke one yet, but it's still late in the 3rd. Number 25 has Mariscal primarily as a slot man. Got a couple of passes, missed some downfield. 3rd and short for Liberty. Matia wide left. Medina, Mariscal. Nice spin move, has a 1st down. To his right, cuts back. Across the grain, has a 1st down for Liberty. Number 25. About 180-pound sophomore running back. Jonathan goes at about 200 pounds. He's a senior. So they gave Corbin a little breather. Number 23. Matia Davis on the side. Along with Mariscal as they flank quarterback Medina. Medina looking right. Now looking left. Flush out of the pocket. To the 30 and drilled. about 2 yards. Central converges on a quarterback very well. They don't let him get to the outside. Second down, second and 104 to play here in the third. Sullivan had a 22-yard field goal for Liberty. About 8 minutes of play in the third. A fumble. But that bogged down. That was at the Central 30. Johnson to the outside, 30. Dips in, dips out. 35, nice run. Driven out in the far side. Maybe a couple of yards shy of a first down. The yards been hard to come by for number 23 tonight, Corbin Jounty. A nice piece of running. 3rd and 3. 23 seconds left here in the third. Mike T, number 21, comes out for the Patriots. Anthony Mariscal to the side. Wide right. Ball on the right hash mark, Medina. Jounty has the first down and more. 40. He will take it all the way to the 40, 30, 20, 10. It's a touchdown, Patriots. That's about 45 yards for Corbin Jounty. Once he got past that initial 4, I knew he was gone. 45 yards, talking about the big play. Get that defense tired. The great backs tend to pick it up as the game goes on. And that's what he has done. He had the opening that he needed. Showed his speed. That is his 6th touchdown of the year. Corbin Jounty. That's over 60 yards, pardon me. Inside the Sullivan with a PAT for Liberty. Try to tie this game up. And misses it. Unbelievable wide right. So after 3, we have Central 10, Liberty, your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com.
Extra point is missed. Score continues. Central 10.
We'll begin the fourth quarter of action here from Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High School. 10-9 in favor of Central. Corbin Jounty went 60 yards plus for a long touchdown run. And the PAT, after kicking a 22-yard field goal, and instead of it being 10-10, it's 10-9. He just simply scuffed that one. He had a field goal blocked early in the game at 29 yards. The field goal he made, he booted that ball 50 yards, so that's a big miss. You get all pumped up on a long touchdown run, you figure that you have the game tied up, then you miss it, and it kind of mentally drains the team, but you have to stay in there if you're looking. Instead of being 10-10, it's 10-9, so that's a huge miss.
And Micaiah Quick.
Kai Quick, one of the deep men for Central. They take it at their own. The outside 20, 25, and down go the Grizzlies with a 1-point lead of 10-9.
Rashawn Jones on that return.
Boone on the return for Central. 10-9. Johnson with a beautiful run. Got loose for the first time today. Pass is complete to Quick at the 30-yard line. Very short gain for Central. Now they're going, which they did early on. Liberty's defense wants to get the ball back. I think Corbin, number 23, is now.
2nd and 6.
Menez. Wilson. And then dropped at about the 32. Johnson didn't have a lot of attempts in the first half, as Central kept the ball away from his team. A couple of his good runs were called back due to penalties. Come out alive here in the second half, especially the third quarter. He has a seam, he can take it. Jimenez pass far side is complete and down. So it'll be far side. Liberty should get the ball back right now. Quick on the reception.
Tackle that time by Christian Sinat.
Sinat, Christian with a nice tackle, sure tackle for LeBron. They score the touchdown. Get the ball right back, 3-and-out situation for Central. Good job by the defense. So Liberty was very sluggish in the first 2 quarters. They had a lot more passion in the second half on both sides of the ball. They played fine defensively in the first half. They've had more passion on both sides in the second half. Beautiful punt. But a drop takes a Central roll of about 10 yards inside the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Liberty inside their 20. 10-1 to play in a ball game. Central on PlayOnSports.com. And Brandon West with yours truly, Mark Heffernan, all the action tonight. And those guys are the brain trust of this, you know, the tech guys. Here, I just talk. If the mic's not on, nobody can hear me, not even myself. Medina behind center. Johnson the ball carrier, hit and dropped in the backfield. The guy his legs before he can get going. Loss of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down for Liberty. 2nd and 11. That's great penetration. 4 of Central. We have another big guy down on the field. 9:44 to play. 10-9 in favor of the Grizzlies. On the missed PAT by Sullivan. Could just be a cramp situation. Happens a lot with players early in the year when it's very warm. Liberty has some good games coming up. They will host Buchanan on September 14th, and Ridgeview on September 21st, and then they're at BHS October 5th. And against BHS, they will have to be ready to play and play well 4 quarters. The Drills haven't won 14 consecutive games because they don't have talent. They have a lot of talent. Still a young 8 sophomores that played huge roles on their Central Section winning team last year, 13-0. The one game they almost got beat was Centennial. They scored 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter to beat the Ups. That was really their only scare of the entire year. But they have speed, speed, speed. Both sides. Looks like officials timeout with 9:35 on the clock. 10-9 in favor of Central. Liberty in their own territory inside the 20. Medina from the shotgun. Mariscal to the outside. Hit hard and dropped at the 29. Sophomore running well tonight. Outstanding player on the JV team last year, so he's moved up. 580-pounder. Running the ball more here in the second half than in the first half. He's out of the slot quite a bit in the first couple of quarters. This is, I think, a must first down situation for Liberty. Jounty up the middle, hit and dropped. Job by Central. We'll see where they mark it.
Kalen Borchardt on that tackle.
Central's had about 4 players down on the turf tonight. Officials timeout. 4th and short. So what do you do if you are the Patriots? 8:48 to play, down by 1, 10-9. They're inside their 30. One's inside, I would say it's too early to really go for it. I mean, if you're at midfield, I would, but it's not really that critical at this point. You have to have confidence in your defense. Central, I think they can. It's less than a yard. But if you don't make it, you put yourself in dire straits with the other team inside your 30-yard line at this stage.
Tremel Johnson.
Johnson, number 13, running off the field on his own power for Central. I would definitely go for it if it was 3.5 minutes to go in the game. 8:48, touch and go. Let's see what Coach Tony Mills decides against Central. Looks like they're going for, or at least trying to draw Central off sides, which they did successfully in the first half. On a long count by Medina. Formation for the Patriots. Medina behind center. Jounty in motion. Quarterback keeper. He didn't get much of a push. Maybe a delayed push by the. Only had to get about a half yard. Liberty says they have the first down. What the officials say. They haven't made a call yet. They haven't confirmed it. The 30. First down, Liberty. So they keep this drive alive with 8:12 on the clock. Gutsy call by Coach Mills. Didn't get it by much, that's for sure. Nice push by the line up front, the big guys up front. Medina back to the shotgun. Formation for the Patriots. Down 10-9. Jounty to the 30. To the outside. Cuts back 35 to the 37. Eluded a couple of potential tacklers for the Central high. The R's have been tough to come by for Corbin, but they have that 60-yard plus touchdown not long ago in this game. If he has any type of a seam, he can take it. He's a big 2nd and 4, 6-yard pickup. He made something out of nothing, basically. Far left, Maitia. Mariscal over there, along with Davis. Medina. The quarterback keeper, 35, dives forward to about the 37-yard line off a fake handoff to Corbin Jounty. Gabriel Flippo, big number 70. Opening up some holes. $50. Timeout, Liberty. Timeout, Coach Mills and his staff walking out there trying to decide what to do. 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. So yards hard to come by against this very good, this very stout, 6:48 to play. Central 10, Liberty 9. So Central has not scored at all at the halftime. Zach Sullivan at a 20-yard field goal for Liberty. 8:15 to play in the 3rd. Adrian Vasquez recovered a fumble for the Patriots. Happened on that particular possession. Then at the end of the 3rd, Corbin Jounty, the outstanding running back for Liberty, went 60-plus yards for a touchdown. But the PAT was scuffed. We'll have a 10-9 game instead of 10-10. His field goal that he made from 20 yards away could have been a 50-yarder. Beautiful kick. He also had a field goal attempt block of 29 yards. Needs to get that consistency. Right side, Kenny Davis. Mariscal wide left for Liberty. Medina, play action. Looking for Davis. Driving catch inside the 40-yard line of Central. A beautiful pass by Medina. Just kind of stretched Davis out. I don't think that was a highlight play. But Kenny Davis, all 5'8", 5'9", him stretching out on the play, making the diving grab. 36-yard line in Central territory. Beautiful pass by Josh Medina. But wonderful catch by Davis. First down for the Pats. Maitia wide left. Jounty back there. Pass complete to Davis. Little slot. 35. Forward to about the 31-yard line. Kenny Davis. He'll have 3 receptions. Big-time player for Liberty tonight. Makes some big plays.
2nd and 4.
have Cole defense for Liberty. On offense, I have Jaunty. And a close second, I have Kenny Davis. Haven't decided on anybody for Central. Outside, thrown down. Loss of about 3 yards. Great penetration by the Central defense. Smallwood. 3rd down and 8. About 3rd and 9 with 5:25 to play in a ball game. 10-9 in favor of Central. Slot right, we have Kenny Davis. Mariscal, slot left. Medina looking right, sets up. Fires it complete to Davis at the 30. Little spin move down to the 28. But shy. Another 4th down situation for Liberty. They're about 4th and a long 3.
Short of the first down by about 4.
But 4:45 left. Can't spend a timeout here. At the Central 28-yard line. Grizzlies 10, picked late in a 4th. Josh Medina sets up, looking right, now looking left. Lofts it high in the air. It's complete at the 6-yard line, but a flag is down the back. Hans Harker with a great juggling catch, but they're probably going to bring. Flag was thrown before Medina let that one fly. So the highlight catch goes for naught. And they will lose some. 24 on the clock. Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. We'll select our player of the game as well as rap game tonight. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Your destination tonight is Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus in Northwest Bakersfield. Liberty down by 1 point to Central High of Fresno, 10-9. Liberty plays in the Southwest Assembly League, SWYL, in the Tri-River Athletic Conference, the track, along with Clovis West, Clovis East, Buchanan, Clovis, etc. 4th down, punting time for Liberty. Nice Liberty roll on the punt. That was a nice play.
At the 19-18-yard line.
Juan Salcido was a bad snap. He almost had it blocked. He was busted as he got the ball away. Nevertheless, showed a lot of toughness to get it away. It wasn't blocked. And Central starts the drive. Give credit to him for that. 3:45 left. 10-9 Grizzlies. Moving right to left here late in the 4th. Inside handoff across the 20-yard line to about the 23. 3 touchdowns last week. 1 tonight.
7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
That's too much of a gain, 7 yards and 1st down. 2nd and 3. Clock is their enemy right now. 6 guys in the defensive front. Inside handoff. Wilson runs into a barrage of Patriots at the 25-yard line.
Nick Wilson on the carry.
Wilson had a short touchdown of 8 yards away. Hasn't broken anything long for Central. 3rd and 4 for Central. After only 25, 5 men on the defensive front for Liberty. Now 6. Jimenez, the QB. Here's the ball, Wilson again. He runs into a mass of Patriots. Osberg with the tackle, number 50 for the Patriots. Nice game. 2:20 left in the ball game. And 4th down, so they came back 7 yards on 1st down. Now it's 4th and 4 for Central. And punting time for the Grizzlies as they let that clock wind down. The return, should they try to block the punt? Ran back deep. Nice punt again. Brown lets the Liberty players get away from it. It will be down at the 41-yard line in Liberty territory, so they have very good field position. With 1:45 left, point 10-9. So obviously that
41-yard line.
missing the PAT really costly for the Patriots. They should be tied at this point. But nevertheless, field goal or touchdown away from victory. They have 59 yards to go. And 1st and 10. Harker wide right. Davis in the slot. Medina to throw. Here comes the pressure. Tries to get away. Throws on a dress. Complete. That's a great catch. Harker, number 7. Diving grab. Wow. At the 40 territory. He saved that play. Getting close to being a sack by the Central D. Philip Brown checks in for Liberty, number 64, an offensive lineman. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, behind center. Spikes the ball, stop the clock, 1:30 left. And they're at the 45-yard line in Central Territory. Down by 1. They can win it with a field goal or with a touchdown. Of course, Sullivan's been a little bit up and down tonight. Yarder blocked, connected on a 22-yarder, but missed the PAT. But you have to be good when it counts the most. Medina from the gun. Heavy pressure, complete 35 to the 30. Harker's been the man here in the 4th quarter. Number 7 makes some big plays. Hans Harker. He had that circus catch of the 5-yard line, which they brought back due to penalty. He's been open over the middle. Timeout Central. What was somewhat of a sluggish, dull first half has turned into a very exciting 4th quarter, and I love it. Not a lot of both sides playing very hard, limiting their penalties. A lot of big plays out there. 1:22 left in the ball game, 10-9 in favor of Central High School. Talked about the fact that Liberty plays in SWYL, the Southwest Yosemite League, along with Bakersfield High, Centennial High, Independence, and Frontier. What you call the big league down here in Bakersfield. Central High, Clovis West, Clovis East, Buchanan, now Clovis North. The Tri-Borough Athletic Conference. 1st and 10 for Liberty. Jonte back there with Josh Medina. Jonte to the left, has the ball to the 30, hit from behind and dropped out of the 29. So it could not quite get away. 2nd and 9. Liberty looking for that seam up the middle. Medina looking left, now looking right. Sets up, here comes the pressure. And they sacked at the 35-yard line. High. 3rd and long, 3rd and I'd say 13 for Liberty. So they had a big play, stopping Jonte for no gain. And then under duress, Medina's trying to throw under heavy pressure, and he is sacked. So Liberty has to call a timeout with 51 seconds left. Down by 1 point in Central Territory at about the 30. Of course, they need to get this first down. Two-down territory here, no matter what it takes. Well, probably no timeouts left. They have to do a hurry-up offense. So a lot of time doing plays around the middle of the field. So we have to use that sideline drills. Doing a good job up front for Liberty. For the Patriots. Two receivers to each side. Medina on the snap. Looking right. He's sacked again. He was trying to throw it deep to Davis. Down. I'd like to see him throw about a 15-yard pass over the middle, instead of going for it all. Now it's fourth, and this is the ball game. It's fourth and about 21 for Liberty. At the Central 42-yard line. They have to get to the 20. Medina drops back. He comes down the right sidelines for Mariscal. A flag is down. He might have been held up. Anthony might have been held up and the ball's in the air. It could be against Central. Anthony double cover. He was blasted after the incompletion, but Anthony might have been held up. Run that pass pattern down the right sidelines. Could be pass interference against Central. Let's see. No. Legal procedure against Liberty. Pass interference. Offsetting penalties. And back to fourth down.
Offsetting penalties.
So Anthony is still on the turf line. He suffered a blistering hit as he was going up for the ball. A tough play for a receiver when you're reaching up for the ball and the guy just blasts you. Play. 12 seconds on the clock. 10-9 in favor of Central. And back to a fourth down situation for Liberty. Offsetting penalties. Illegal. And of course, pass interference against Central. So you replay it. Fourth down. Anthony gets up, number 25. This kid, he's going to be a player, though, here. We're going to play defensive back, running back. Only his second game on varsity. Let's see if they drop. Coach Tony Mills on the team. On fourth down and about 22 or so. The winner of this game goes to 2-0 in the season, and the loser drops to 1-1. Central will host Palos Verdes on September 8th, and then El Diamante. They're at Tulare on the 21st. Centennial High plays Tulare, a Division II school. In the Central section, they always have a fine football team. They play at Bob Mathias Stadium, a former two-time Olympic gold medalist. When I was very young, he came and talked to my class in grade school. Bob Mathias, great guy. Yeah, he was such a nice guy, I remember that. I didn't really know much about him then. I saw highlights of him after that. Liberty, 12 seconds left in the ball game. Medina sets up, fires it long towards the end zone. There's a man out there, incomplete. Double coverage. That's the ball game. 3 seconds on the clock and 10-9 in favor of Central. And they could just sit on it. Good ball game, just a matter of Central snapping it. Coming away with a 10-9 victory here at Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High School. Liberty played much better in the second half, that's for sure. But with the exception of that long run by Jounty, not a lot of consistency on offense. You know, play here, play there. But it's a little bit too late. Central had a 10-0 lead in the first half and didn't score again in the second half. So Liberty's defense came to play tonight. PAT has rolled a difference in this game as they lose 10-9. Central moves to 2-0 this year. Liberty falls to 1-1. It's a tough loss. Liberty plays a good team now. They travel to Tehachapi to play the Warriors. That's coming up. Tehachapi, a strong Division II team. And that's coming up for them. As I mentioned, some of the other games. Buchanan 18th. They host Ridgeview on the 21st at BHS in SWYL play on October 5th. The final score again, we have Central 39. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com for our post-game coverage. Tonight on your post-game show, we'll have an interview, hopefully with our player of the game. That's coming up next in just a few moments. Once again, the final score was Central High 10, Liberty High 9. PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity. And they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback. A second opportunity by Bosback. Lip violation call. Winner. It's over the neck call. Oh my goodness. Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback. A second opportunity by Bosback. Lip violation call. Winner. It's over the neck call. Oh my goodness! Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory in game number 5, and they wrap it up coming back from 2-0 down match-wise and take it 3 games to 2.
36-35 and driving, and oh, baby! Shrigley with the jam, and it was with emphasis. And it's the foul, and listen to these fans.
Do you know who's standing up right behind us? Tony Bland, who is the head recruiter for San Diego State. I think he's drooling. Somebody get that man a napkin.
Quick score on this drive. There goes a handoff to Zeller, trying to go straight ahead, but he is met by Wool. Now he breaks out to the outside, gets across the 30, 35, on the right, 40, midfield. He's running down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way as he's at the 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Zeller he stood up at the line of scrimmage and broke out to his left to the far sidelines, and he was in a foot race, and he went all the way for the touchdown. Broke a tackle and made it nice and showed his speed as he got outside for the touchdown.
Back in the backfield to the left is Campbell. Hernandez takes the snap, play action to Campbell. Looks down the field. Now here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit. He breaks the tackle, rolls left. Now he's going to cut upfield. He's going to break another tackle, and then another tackle down the sideline. Gets a block inside the 5. What a touchdown! Hernandez goes 33 yards in spectacular fashion, breaking 4 tackles along the way, including 2 in the backfield, and Hilltop has tied this one up at 29.
Grant with a big, strong defensive rebound. He brings it back down the floor again, and another slam dunk. Jeremy Grant can run the point, and he can fly. Huge dunk, 2 big dunks in the last
Bullard
minute.
trying to close it out. Deep ball, up in the air, Cram. Bringing it back, Arbizo. Cram over in 3, free opportunity. Look for Rodabaugh, no, pass middle, Weimer!
Ball game.
25-19, Foothill wins it 3 games to 1.
Because this kid has definitely proven that he can make things happen here in this ballgame.
They will go with him. Bula Graft on a stretch run, just breaking tackles. The little man is in the clear to Tory territory. The 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Knights. What a run, the freshman, Bula Graft.
Ooh, I tell you what. There were at least 3 times on that run that he should have gone down or he should have been wrapped up. Missed tackles there cost La Jolla Country Day as Bula Graft, the freshman running back for Bishops, is able to take it in. And that was a determined run there, Andy.
So 1st and 10. Brandon Lewis in the shotgun. Has time to throw. And he'll fire, and he has a mad diving catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. What a catch from Kendall Keys. And that may be the KBC Sports Player of the Week.
What a catch he laid himself out there, and a great throw, as you said. Read it nicely, did Lewis, and really caught his receiver on the go, and just kind of put it out there right on the outstretch of his fingertips. He laid out, and he made a catch.
1-1.
You know when a pitcher is behind an account and throws his breaking ball, he's feeling it.
The pitch is going to be fisted to second base on a liner, and the ball is caught by McGrew, and Valley Christian wins the game on a Cameron Stewart no-hitter.
Wow, what a way to go out if you're Cameron Stewart. A no-no in the championship game. If there's scouts out there, they had to be impressed by this young kid's velocity.
He's good, man, he's good. Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. We are getting an interview with Wilson of Central High. They beat Liberty tonight by the score of 10-9. Even it shows 2-1 on the scoreboard like a baseball game. It was a very tough game where Central scored the first game, led 10-0 at the half, and then Liberty came back in the second half. And if it weren't for a missed PAT, this game might have gone into overtime. Nevertheless, a 10-9 victory for Central. And we hope you'll stay with us on the PlayOnSports.com postgame show as we have a live interview with our player of the game, Nick Wilson. That is coming up for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back to PlayOnSports.ball. I'm joined by the player of the game, that is Nick Wilson. He's number 22 of Central High. My name is Mark Heffernan. Nick, you had a big game last week, 3 touchdowns against Hanford. Your team won 44-3. Obviously, Liberty was a better defensive team than Hanford. The yards were tough to come by tonight, weren't they?
Yeah. The linebackers were coming up and filling and stuff and they did their job, and they're just making it tough, but I found a few times, broke through, and for the most part, got to thank my line.
Down the game for your team in the first half, that was about a 7-yard run. And Corbin Jounty, the outstanding running back for Liberty, number 23, yards were tough for him, but he broke that touchdown run for them, their only touchdown. And the game was decided on missed PAT by Sullivan for Liberty. But both of you teams are normally in the top 10, both have good programs, and both are predicated on the running game and strong defenses. What did you guys take out of this game tonight, besides the victory 10-0, propel your season?
Well, we got to come out a lot stronger than we did. We expected to get up a little higher in the first half, but we didn't. We had a few bad calls here and there, but we were able to overcome it. And then we just did our thing, and we can maintain composure, and we won the game.
Teams won very easily last week. You might have been overlooking your opponent. Both teams were a little bit sluggish in the first half, but the second half there was more emotional. But defense has definitely told the story tonight. Great linebacker play. Both teams, the front seven really controlled it, and they kind of kept the running game down. There was a couple of key penalties, but it could have gone either way, and you guys came out on top. And the key, I think, you jumped out to a 10-0 lead and were able to hold on for that. Sort of like a high score in baseball. But who do you play next week, and what do you think your team needs to improve on?
We play Palos Verdes out of LA. For the most part, our team's been doing pretty good. We've been real crisp, real clean. For the most part, we've been on top of our game. We just need to come in and just try to put a whooping on them like we did Hanford the first week.
And you played a very tough conference, the Tri-River Athletic Conference with Clovis and Eastern Buchanan and now Clovis North. That's a very strong league. You don't have a weak sister any week. I mean, you have to be ready to play every single 7 days.
We got to come with, and if we come to the game with our mindset right, that we're going to win the game every game.
Wilson, number 22, our player of the game from Central High. They defeated Liberty tonight 10-9. Nick had 3 touchdowns last week and 181 yards. He got a touchdown tonight, so 4th star for Central High. And he's off to bigger and better things this year. A great defensive effort by your team, and I think you guys are going to be very solid as the year progressing on PlayOnSports.com.
Thank you.
Nick Wilson, PlayOnSports.com, player of the game. We'll be right back on your DestinationSports.com.